Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, first off, you can tell my voice is a lot better from yesterday. Still got a ways to go, but at least I can kind of speak normally and sort of be understood today, so that's a good thing. We're going to continue on today with our trip to California. Today we're going to make it to Flagstaff, Arizona, where we're going to spend the night. And on the way, we're also going to stop off at Albuquerque, New Mexico, because there's an international rattlesnake museum there. And you know what? I can't pass up something like that. So let's go to Albuquerque. All the signs along the way here. I almost think I ought to stop here. I couldn't resist. I had to stop by and see what this is all about. I would guess that it looks like it's a New Mexican version of Buc-ee's, but let's go check it out, see what's in there. Yeah, I'd make the argument that this is kind of like Buc-ee's, but it's got more of a southwestern feel to it. Get fireworks here. You can't usually get that everywhere, not even in Texas. I should get one of these for Jordan. They actually got a dog down here that looks like Joe. I wonder if they'd let me switch the signs. That dog with that sign. So yeah, that was kind of a cool place to check out. I really couldn't film a lot in there. They were kind of giving me the eagle eye, so I decided just to kind of keep it low key and get what I could. But I got a lot of miles to go today, so let's continue on our trip. It's strange. There's supposed to be a really bad wildfire in Flagstaff, and I'm like 300 miles away from it, and it's already hazy. Look at the mountains off in the distance as I move more towards the fire. They just kind of vanish. That's insane. We're gonna get, I guess, a little closer to this thing, so. Once again, I've stumbled onto something that's bigger than I thought here. This isn't just one little weird, odd roadside attraction. This whole little village here has its own little personality, so we're gonna have to wander around here. But first thing I want to do is go find that rattlesnake farm. Alright, we've found it, but we got a little decision to make now, because apparently they got COVID hours that aren't posted online, and they don't open till 11:30. It's about 10 o'clock right now, so I don't know. I was thinking about getting some breakfast anyway, and maybe wandering around this place, so let's try that, and we'll come back here a little later. Looks like they're renovating this one upstairs. Look at that. Look at how elaborate that's going to be. Look at the stuff they got in here. Now it's funny, I've been trying to figure out exactly what this is. Like I said, I came into this just thinking it was just some random museum out in the middle of nowhere that showed rattlesnakes, but this is a whole little village here. I was just looking online to try and figure out what this is. I guess they just called this Old Town. But it seems like a bunch of Native American business owners have kind of taken over and created their own little shopping district here. This is kind of cool. Wild West Teas. They're not open yet. See, a lot of these places are closed. they're looking for workers too. I don't know, this is kind of a cool little place to go shopping. And perhaps if it wasn't 10 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, this place might be jumping. And this is on San Felipe Street in North Plaza in Albuquerque. And San Felipe is the name of this church right here. So let's take a look at this. Apparently this space inspires artists, because there's people here all over the place that are painting here. Beautiful grounds. Just kind of a quirky little shopping district. So I've gone into a little shop called The Covered Wagon, and they got all sorts of fun Native American stuff. Look at the pottery. It's beautiful, huh? Look at this, all these little wind chimes. There's got like a whole row of them just hanging from the ceiling here. I mean, I don't see a lot of them are the same either. It's like all sorts of different ones. Hidden meaning. Wow, look at these. These are like, I guess you hang them on the wall. Okay, I wasn't sure what they were. They almost look like pot holders or something. Of course, you gotta have New Mexico. Route 66, there we go. Now we're cooking. Looking, we're at New Mexico, so where the aliens, gotta find them. No aliens, don't see any aliens. Okay. When even your shot glasses had too much to drink. So I was looking for a little something to eat in the area, and I really can't find anything that's catching my attention. And the truth is, I think I'm going to maybe give up on the Rattlesnake Museum this time. I've noticed as I was driving here, there were a whole bunch of things right along the road that I wish I could have stopped and seen at the time. So I'm going to maybe play that we'll run into something before we get into Arizona, and we can stop there and just kind of improvise then. And I'll find some breakfast or something on the way, maybe even just something quick I can eat in the car. So it's kind of interesting. I've noticed as for the last 10 miles or so, there's a very extensive lava field in this part of New Mexico going along the I-40. I have no idea that was here. I'm gonna have to look that up because I didn't realize that there'd been lava flowing in this part of the country recent enough for them to be, what is obviously an active lava field. So I'm gonna have to look this one up. But very interesting that what you discover when you actually don't fly over something. Look, that right there, that's lava. Both sides too. It's over here too. That's just a UPS truck. Kind of reminds me of the times I visited the Big Island of Hawaii to visit my friend Matt. This is what it all looks like over there. Look at that though. It just goes for miles and miles and miles. So I just did a little bit more research on that lava flow that we saw. It turns out that there's a volcano out there called the Capulan volcano that erupted about 60,000 years ago. And apparently there's an 8,000 foot tall cinder cone out there that we missed. Right, I got 3 minutes to do this here because the place is about to close. We are at the Walnut Creek National Monument here, and if you see on the hills across the way there, there's all these dwellings built into the cliffs. Like I said, there's a very elaborate trail that goes down there, but like I said, they're closing in 3 minutes, so I'm kind of stuck with this. You gotta wonder how they even got down to that stuff down there. Because that is a long way down.
We're going to have to go back down and do something. To hit that other side, get this, go to the Walnut Museum.
But apparently people lived there long ago. Like I said, I discovered this real quickly. I don't know a whole lot about it except that there's ruins down there built into the cliffs. This would have been one of those things if I knew they closed at 4:30, I would have been here a little earlier, but that's the way it goes sometimes. You're never really sure what you're gonna get when you try and vlog. Here's a little display that kind of shows how it was all like constructed. But holy cow, if you have a tendency to sleepwalk, this isn't the place for you. You know that's one of those things I would have walked down to if the opportunity presented itself. Los Angeles? I'm going the wrong way. Alright, so as sometimes happens when you're out on the road, things don't work out exactly as you planned. Great idea about going to a Rattle Snake Farm gets thrown off when they have new COVID rules about when they're going to be operating. So, you know what, sometimes that happens. The ultimate goal was that we made it to our destination. We are in Williams, Arizona right now. That's about 30 miles west of Flagstaff, which is where I needed to be tonight. I did actually get a chance to stop in and see my niece, so that was kind of fun. And so we're ready for our next phase. Tomorrow we go to Bakersfield, and that's our second to last stop before we make it to Sacramento. So thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night. So I was just kind of walking around after editing the vlog, and I came upon this gas station here along Route 66. Yeah, we're still on Route 66. Check out those old vintage gas pumps. Gas 13 cents, yeah, sure. Tax 4 cents, yeah, sure. We're the same place here. Unfortunately, that's the reality. And we aren't even in California yet.